It's great to be back in Provincetown. I worked here about 6 or 7 years ago. I was painting the bilge of a boat. Some of you may have known the pirate ship Widow, which was the dig was not far from here. It was in Truro, and we had to prepare the boat. And I didn't get to see much of the town because I was in the bilge most of the summer. But I've had a couple of hours to walk around here today, and it's been wonderful. Thank you so much for such a warm reception. In the past few days, in preparing for today, I became a little bit more acquainted with some of the issues. Obviously, living in New York, I am somewhat acquainted with the political interests of the gay community, but it really wasn't until I had sort of read some of the briefing papers that Teddy had and his office had that I really, it's so clear that the gay rights are really the last sort of unfinished portion of the civil rights agenda in this country. And I think it's clear that while we may applaud ourselves for having done the work, racially, etc., I think too many people forget that really there is a lot of work to be done. And I think we tolerate bigotry against gays that we don't in other aspects. And I think that hopefully you, as strong advocates and articulate advocates, will continue to educate Americans. And I know that that Ted Kennedy has been among the most ardent supporters of your interests and of your fight, of our fight. And he is, as you know, supported the free induction of gays in the military, the inclusion of, in the ENDA, of sexual orientation as one of the prohibited things against employment discrimination. He's voted consistently for increased funding for AIDS research. So he's really been on the right side of the issues that we are all concerned about. And I just want to thank you for tonight, and I hope one of the things coming here, I was looking at all the artwork, and in our family, my mother was sort of different because she always had a very strong interest in the arts, but I think on the other side of the family it sort of begins and ends with Leroy Neiman. So I the quid pro quo will be you will help Michael and others on the campaign maybe develop greater cultural appreciation. But thank you so much. It's been a wonderful evening. I'm very grateful for you all coming tonight. That's a lot.